So this is basically my Jordan flu game, if you will. I don't know if I got the Rudy or not. I think I got COVID. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So this is my Jordan flu game. Even talking in an elevated voice is literally destroying me. But that's just why I couldn't get one out for the Kings game, and I'm barely getting this one out. But you know, it's like a back-to-back tonight, so I'm just trying to get these videos out. I apologize. I'm just literally over here, like literally dying, but that's neither here nor there. Last night's game against the Phoenix Suns was basically just a gauntlet and an onslaught of praising individuals that I don't like, and I almost threw up on multiple occasions. And it's not COVID related either. Like I was just genuinely just disgusted the whole time I watched this game. Like basically the tribute video that they had for Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, they were doing the starting lineups, and then when they got over to Cam and Mikal, the music stopped and the arena got dark, and then you just heard on the PA speakers, you heard someone say, "Who's that beautiful girl? Can she be any cuter?" And they just sat there and they just gushed over Cam and Mikal for like 15 minutes, and I just vomited everything I had in me out. Like, oh my God, I just don't care. And if I'm just like a nuclear toxic hater, then I mean, it is what it is. I just don't particularly care. I don't care. I just want us to go out there, play the game, have a good time. And then if it wasn't bad enough that we had to like sit through like literal segment upon segment of, "Ooh, the Twins are back home in Arizona. The Twins are back home in Arizona." Then they started giving it up for KD. I'm like, oh God. So like, Iron Eagle and them and like Sarah were basically just like having a little like just like gag fest, and not like the cool Nicki Minaj Gag City gag fest. They were just having a gag a gag fest over Kevin Durant. Like, you know, ooh, sometimes, you know, it wasn't the best of times, but it wasn't the worst of times. I'm like, dog, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like who cares? I know some of y'all have like this weird attachment over to Kevin Durant, but like that man literally did not want to be on our team several times and made it like disturbingly obvious. Not this offseason, but the offseason before that. Like KD was making it very clear. He's like, yo, you either fire Steve Nash and Sean Marks, or I want out. Like, he made it like perfectly clear, like he did not want to be with us. And then, you know, he forces his way to another situation. And like going into this game, our records were exactly the same. So it's like, you leave the Eastern Conference where you basically just have a cakewalk to a championship as long as you're just not trash. And then you go through the same thing in Phoenix. I mean, he's literally you leave the Eastern Conference to go lose in the West. Like, it's just mind-boggling to me. It is just mind-boggling to me that Kevin Durant has fans and people like legitimately care about this man, because it is just, I'm just so happy that we do not have to deal with him any longer. I never thought he was that good. I never subscribed to, oh, he's gonna blah, blah, blah. I never thought he was the best in the league at any point. He's a bum. I'm sorry. I was never impressed by Kevin Durant in the slightest. Like, outside of the second round, the infamous second round with the toe on the line, I feel like that's where the story kind of stops for a lot of people. But it's like, we never have a conversation about he was completely scoreless in overtime. Like, we don't talk about that. We never bring that part of the story up, right? Like, James Harden was out there playing on one leg, right? But we wish the absolute worst on him, right? But Kevin Durant, like his last, saving grace attempt to save us was an air ball. Like, he's trash. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but Kevin Durant is not that good. And I don't know who needs to hear that. You know what I mean? You've got a supporting cast of Nurkic. You've got a supporting cast of Bradley Beal. You've got a supporting cast of Mr. Devin Booker. And you can't beat the Nets. You know? And I'm just so happy that this is not our problem anymore, because I'm tired of, like, trying to explain how basketball works. You know what I mean? Like, the Church of Blow It Up was so much more than just a funny thing to get us through last season. It was like, I literally used to pray for times like this. You know? We went out there and we showed an example of how basketball is supposed to be played against what we've been trying to do for the last couple years. The reason why we lost to the Kings is because they've got chemistry on their side and they play team ball. They pass the ball around, it's balanced scoring, like nobody's like really going crazy on their own. It's a team effort, right? When we play the Nuggets tonight, you know, we are going up against a team that plays team ball. It's not like there's one person going crazy. And like, as much as people like hold up like Jokic and stuff like that, Jokic's style of play is literally predicated on moving the ball. You know, he's a literal point forward. And he's surrounded by just a bunch of just a bunch of dope dudes. You know what I mean? That's winning basketball. And what the Nets did last night was they proved that this current formula, this current iteration, this current, I can't think of another word, but this flavor of the Nets will lead to winning basketball. I can't speak to like the old days as far as like the Jersey days, but to my understanding, what made that Jason Kidd era so incredible is not the fact that, you know, we had some crazy, you know, ISO scorer who was dropping 80 points every night. It was because everybody was contributing, everybody was touching the ball. You know, it's a balanced effort. Cam Thomas is going to have his moments where he's going off for a couple possessions. Spencer Dinwiddie is going to have his moments where he's going off for a couple possessions. Trenton Wofford or whoever, you know, he's having his moments where he is unguardable. The Claxton versus Nurkic matchup, I thought Claxton dominated. Personally, Day'Ron Sharpe was having some issues, but I thought Claxton definitely won that matchup. Finney Smith was putting the clamps on KD, you know. People don't want to talk about that. You know, I am so content with the Nets right now, you know, and we don't even have Lonnie Walker out there. We don't even have the intensity of a Dennis Smith Jr. out there. Like, we literally have one point guard right now. We don't even have Ben Simmons out there. And if you think the ball movement is amazing right now, imagine when Ben Simmons comes back. Like, this team is so good, and it's like maybe it's not like championship good, but it's like if we just keep this general group together and let them grow, you know, have some real continuity and keep playing this style of basketball, the sky is the limit, because what we are watching is winning basketball. I know for the last couple years we've been watching a lot of just, you know, really good individual players, but right now we are watching true team basketball. And if you look at who has been winning the championships over the last couple years, be it a Golden State, the Spurs or something like that, you know, even the Raptors or whatever, these are teams where they are moving the ball. You know, these are teams where they play, quote unquote, the right way. And I don't know about y'all, but I can't think of a team that I've ever covered that plays basketball like this. And it's just so beautiful to watch. It's so beautiful to watch, y'all, because this is how basketball is supposed to be played. You know? Individuals do not know what to do when they play against us because there's too many people to guard. We're literally just passing the ball around the arc. Y'all, Claxton is hitting threes. Like, I mean, like, y'all, like, it's just such a good time to be a Nets fan right now. And maybe the media at large does not care, but real Nets fans, this is a really, really good time. This is a really, really good time. And I will say this, much like I've said in previous versions of this team, do everything you can to enjoy this, take it all in, because, man, this team is really, really good, and I'm enjoying it. Even when they lose games, I'm not even upset because I just get excited to watch them. I get excited to watch Mikal. I get excited to watch Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, Finney Smith, Claxton, Wofford, Royce O'Neal. I mean, it's just like it's just such a good team. It's just such a good team. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Hopefully I feel a little better towards the end of the day, and I am able to make a video for the Nuggets game. I tend to get worse towards the end of the day, but that's not here nor there. This is my little Jordan flu game moment, and I'll see y'all later. Let me know your thoughts on the last couple games down below. I'm gonna try to get better so I can keep giving y'all videos. Appreciate your patience this season. It's been a little rough for the kid. This season has been a little rough for the kid. But anyway, subscribe, all that shenanigans, and I'll see y'all probably later tonight since I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna just keep sitting in this bed. Yeah. Who's that beautiful girl?